Hi, welcome back to my stinky little channel, and today this might be the last episode of me playing chapter 1. Cause guess what? We're gonna go into trial and we're gonna find out who is the murderer. Can you see my face over here? No, I'm gonna change over here. And I hope that we're gonna find out who's the murderer, and I'm scared. Because like, who the hell killed my Wolfgang? Cause like, that was so unexpected. Oh my god, that was literally out of my mind, out of my sight. I thought he was gonna live, but he died. That was actually devastating. So anyway, let's continue and find out who the hell murdered our Wolfgang. Give me a second. Yeah, chapter 1 room. Who the hell murdered our Wolfgang? And we're gonna find this bitch who. Okay. Also, thank you so much for clicking on my video. I'm very grateful. Thank you. And I hope you all like this video. Click like and subscribe, because I need them for money. Anyway, take a deep breath. I approached the opening of the tree and descended into the darkness. Ooh la la. It was the same elevator, that the same slow churning of metal and echoing sounds of clunky machinery. And yet something was different. Wolfgang is gone. Someone was gone. It's Wolfgang! And my chair is having a stroke right here. My chair is not comfortable. Give me a second. I need to fix my booty before I fight in the trial. Alright, someone was gone. Someone who I never held in high regard, but who was still a person nonetheless. What the fuck is wrong with my chair? Oh my god, I'm about to kill somebody. Alright. Yeah, a person with feelings, a person with aspiration, a person with a family, a person who I will never hear speak again. Not a single word. Also, what happened if there's a murder? Like, what happened to their body? Like, does their body just like thrown away in the river or something? Am I ready for this? Was what I did during the investigation the best thing I could have done? Will it be enough to carry me through this trial? Will it be enough to lead me to Wolfgang's killer? I won't know until I do it. Until I face this trial head on. There's no way I can place my faith on other people here. There's no way they'll come to a correct conclusion. Our survival depends on me! Me! Because I'm Damon Maitsu. The elevator begins to slow. Oh my god, hello. Give me a second. Snapping me back to reality. I adjusted my tie and stood up tall when the movement stopped completely. Do I really have to adjust my tie? Oh well, so I look fancy, so I look presentable. Okay. Everybody's a suspect.
Rise and shine.
Somebody call an ambulance. I think I've got a case of deja vu.
Isn't this lovely?
Oh, it feels only yesterday we were playing the detective with the corpse of the crime scene. My, how insocial and the chipper so many of you used to be.
How interesting.
After all that back and forth over simple whodunit mystery, I'm truly curious what today's trial will yield.
Yeah.
Just to remind myself, our names are on the podium, right? Eager to start, are we? Yes, to find your podium, just look for where your name is written.
The show must go on.
On now, hop to it. I'm so excited, I can barely wait a second longer. I really don't want to do this.
Oh, crud!
We're gonna do as he says though. Otherwise, that unfortunately might get mad. Knowing we were powerless to disobey Tozu, we begin to disperse and look at our podiums.
Hey,
It's okay, everyone. If we work together, we can do this.
we can't give up.
Right, guys? If we work together, we this case. So come on, let's do this for Wolfgang. That's so calm, actually. I don't know why it's so calm to see one of your friends die. Although her words elicited nods from the others, the expression on their face told a different story. It was an expression I couldn't help but feel conflicted over in a moment where I shouldn't have been focusing on my feelings. An expression of unmistakable fear. Fear. Wow. For days now, I've been angry over the mock trial. Angry at how much people resented me for telling the truth. How they twisted my words and assumed my intentions. I'm angry, but that didn't mean I wanted to be right. I would have been happy for reality to prove me wrong, for no one to buckle under the pressure of the killing game. But good endings like that only exist in stories. Reality was apathetic to what we wanted, and the events today proved we were at its mercy. Nah, Wolfgang is dead! So I stood there at my podium, conflicted. To think this tragedy, oh my god, could have been avoided had people just listened to me. But who was I that encouraged everyone to turn on me? Who was I that encouraged everyone to trust each other? Wolfgang hadn't seen me so naive. If he just told people to protect themselves rather than each other, then maybe he would still be here. Regardless, I can't let myself consume by the what ifs. Although the other students may have failed at preventing Wolfgang murder, I, at the very least, can solve it. We get it! I'll uncover this killer and let them face consequences of their action. Oh my god, you're talking so much! I'll solve this case and survive. I will survive! Yes, I'll just save the game. Alright. Alright, let's see the true bullets, cause I kind of forgot. Blackout. At the time of Wolfgang's murder, 109 ultists were by the giant tree of another called Eloise. Yeah. The doorknob is really suspicious. Hands got burned because electrical stuff. Padlock. 35. This is really confusing. The tire. Oh my god! Shut up. These one fully intact. Socks. Game to my generator. Knife. Odd smell. Why is this odd smell? Oh my god, there's so many things. I don't know what is this. Sharpenel? I don't know. Serial floating in the water near generator. Street roller. Steel rolling pin. Could be a weapon. Storage closets. Underground floor. Closet during the blackout. Thermite attendees. Storage suspicious taser gun. Ball pin metal. Wolfgang tablet. 935 death time and the Wolfgang knife. Okay, let's just pray to God that I will be able to beat this game. I'm gonna check the difficulty normal, let's go. Class trial in session. Blood. My ears itches.
Let's get this started, shall we? Welcome back to the trial grounds, everyone.
So badly.
Unlike previously, today will be no circus. No mockery woven with stitches and needles.
Ah, chapter 0.
A true, fair, and proper trial will commence. A battle of wits between the blackened and the spotless. I doubt I have to explain the rules to you again.
So sad seeing Wolfgang
But
being
even
dead.
so, you must vote for who you believe is the blackened. If the blackened receives the majority of votes, only they will be punished, and the rest of you will resume your killing game experience. However, if you vote for the wrong person, then expect no sympathy from your hosts. All spotless students will meet a tragic end, or the blackened will be granted release from this academy.
God damn it.
Happy discussing! We pray for
Happy
your
discussing.
survival and
Happy
success.
discussing. He's such a... I don't know why I love Tozu so much. I don't know, it's just so funny.
Can someone please break this silence? I don't want to talk about this.
Wolfgang deserves justice. But putting everyone's lives on the line like this is just cruel.
Oh, crap. Without a lawyer, we're
There's
totally
me!
screwed.
I'm Damon Mitsu. We'll finish this case and we'll win.
Whenever I turn my head, I keep expecting to see him at his podium.
Oh, don't cry, Toshiko.
Oh.
He's in a better place now.
Oh my god, Ingrid, you're such a good caretaker. I feel bad.
Whichever one of you sick bastards did this, whatever it takes, no matter if I have to kick the brains out of every single person here, I'll find you.
Do you really gotta resort to violence?
Let's just stay calm, okay? Making peace with our situation is, the first step in handling it. How the hell can I stay calm when there's a killer on the loose? That bastard is watching us right now, fully content putting our lives on the line. Is that what you call peace? Being at the mercy of some dickhead silent observer?
Okay.
Nobody knows for sure if the killer is even a silent observer.
Drama! The drama is starting.
If anything, the killer might try to feign innocence through other means. For instance, pretending to be outspoken about the case.
Oh my god. Huh?
What the? Are you accusing me of something?
I mean, what you did during the investigation seems really suspicious.
Eloise is standing up. Let's go. Good start.
What did Grace do?
That's a really great start for this. I don't know if it's a good start. I feel like we should rehearse it and then really slowly open up. That's just like jumping in out of the blue ocean.
She stood in front of Wolfgang's dorm room and wouldn't let anyone go inside. Intentionally or not. It really hindered our investigation.
Because of Grace, almost everyone who planned to investigate Wolfgang's dorm gave up and went elsewhere. It was only after some of us started protesting that she finally relented. You know, for someone who seems so adamant about finding Wolfgang's killer, it's odd she tried to conceal potential evidence.
I'm not saying Grace is definitely the killer. I just think we should be cautious of her.
She has an alibi, though.
Huh?
Grace couldn't have murdered anyone, 'cause she went to the game tournament.
Grace attended the tournament?
Does that rule her out from committing the murder?
No?
Well, yeah. We had to be at the dining hall by 9 a.m.-ish, which was like half an hour before the murder.
Well, the murder could happen before. Wait, I mean, the murder like actually happened like 9:35.
Nobody left the tournament after it started either. Nobody I know of, anyway.
There weren't many of us there. Had someone disappeared, it would have been obvious.
Obvious. Give me a second, I'm fixing my hair. Alright, this looks not good.
So, Grace is off the hook? Wow. That plot threader's off
Do
the
not
hook quicker
put
than I was
everybody off
anticipating.
the hook immediately, because like we also don't know. It's a black house.
John,
They,
Grace,
like,
and Kai attended Cassidy and Jet's game tournament.
And me.
Yeah, and you.
And Mark.
This looks actually.
Damon and I also attended the tournament. We can also vouch for Grace.
You guys aren't lying, are you?
Why? Lying about Grace?
What the heck? Are you seriously doubting 8 testimonies?
If the 8 of you were really together when Wolfgang was discovered, then Kai, doesn't that contradict what you said before the investigation? You told everyone you and Damon found Wolfgang first.
That's
How
an
is that
easy way to
possible if you guys
explain.
never left the dining hall?
We left! Oh my god, this is a stupid thing.
I never said I didn't leave the dining hall.
But earlier you told us you were with the other attendees.
Yes,
That's because us
that's
partygoers
true.
left the dining hall together.
Yes, there we go, thank you.
When the blackout struck, the tournament folk joined arms and headed straight downstairs.
Yes.
I would know. I saw him.
True.
There was a blackout?
Yes, there was!
You don't remember?
Actually, I don't recall a power
Because
outage
both
either.
of we are outside, oh my god!
That thing! Did an alternate timeline converge with ours?
No! Oh my god. Why is it that people can recall backup but not the others? Thinking back on the testimony of collected, I can probably make an educated guess. This is easy! Oh my god! Blackout affected only one building.
I got it.
Oh my god.
The reason not everyone experienced the blackout is because only the building containing our dorms was affected.
Yes.
If I had to guess, the courtyard and tree area are connected to separate power sources.
So the tournament attendees were affected, yet they left the dining hall? Why not stay put until the power returned?
Oh my god, you're blaming on all of us? Oh my god.
Because we were the ones who brought it back. It didn't seem like the power was being restored anytime soon, so we took up the challenge of fixing it ourselves. And just our luck, boom! We found a spare generator lying in one of the storage closets. Of course, then we found Wolfgang.
She's right. The 8 of us split into 4 pairs and inspected a storage room each.
Because of the toaster trinket map, we know which ones too. Eva and Grace check storage closet A. Jet and I check storage closet B. Damon and Kai check storage closet C. And Jean and Mark check storage closet D.
Yeah, I was with Grace. She can confirm being with me too. Yeah, we were together.
Okay, good.
I didn't realize.
There we go.
I'm so sorry for what I said earlier.
You're not wrong, because all of you don't talk to each other because you are not investigating the same thing as us.
Sorry? You're sorry for accusing me of murder. Sorry doesn't cut it, you conniving two-faced bitch! If you really want my mercy, then get on your knees and beg for it!
Whoa! Uncool, dude.
The voice acting here is
Hang
top
on.
notch. Holy
Even if you
crap.
aren't involved in Wolfgang's murder, you must know something about his last known whereabouts.
Yeah.
What makes you think she'd be privy to that?
You see, there's proof Grace spent last night with Wolfgang.
Grace and Lawyer Man? Talk of...
When I investigated Wolfgang's room, I saw a bunch of golfing equipment inside. Also, there was a blue woman's jacket tossed over the mantle of Wolfgang's bed.
Blech.
He's right. I also saw the equipment.
The clothes are understandable, maybe. But why
Because
was
they switched
all the equipment in
rooms.
the
Oh
room?
my god.
Yo, little history, dude. Wolfgang must have spilled the beans with you, right?
Why would Ulysses know anything?
Common courtesy. If you're gonna have a one-night stand, you gotta let your roomie know in advance.
Common courtesy also says you should watch your mouth around children.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, let me look at
So
the
if I'm
history.
getting
Can I
this...
look at-
Well,
Oh, fuck.
we only shared a dorm
Okay,
for
thank
one
you.
night.
I want to check out.
You aren't bunking with him anymore?
Let me provide some context.
There we go. Finally.
As you may remember, after
More
Desmond
context.
suggested
Holy
everyone bunk
crap,
together,
this is
the
going
male
very
students
much
were
slow.
directed to the dining hall. Once there, we played rock, paper, scissors to determine who would partner with who. Jet partnered with Mark, Desmond with Jean, Damon
Oh my
with
god,
Kai,
this is too
and
long.
I with Wolfgang.
Just get to the drama part.
Those were the pairings at the time. However, the following day, Grace...
Yeah?
Oh shit, I misclicked.
Why'd you do that?
For
Reasons.
reasons.
Totally not suspicious.
It was a win-win situation. I get Grace out of my hair. She gets me out of hers.
You two were originally bunking together?
Yes.
The pairings were decided to be a game of tic-tac-toe. I wasn't big on my partner being chosen for me. So when the opportunity arose to change that, I took it.
Thus, I became Winona's roommate, and Grace became Wolfgang's.
Can confirm. I watched the whole thing play out.
Since the room swap happened the night after we implemented the bunk buddy system, that would mean Grace and Wolfgang have been bunking for about a day and a half.
Yes.
Ugh, gross.
What?
In that case,
I mean,
Desmond was right
woman and
about
man, I
those two
guess.
being together last night. Grace, did Wolfgang act strange
Good point to
at
ask.
any point? Like, maybe he
And then
said
after
something
this,
that
I'm
stuck out to
gonna
you, or-
contradict Grace's opinion with Toshiko's word. There we go.
Oh, maybe he had trouble getting to sleep.
I think.
Nothing happened last night. But the morning of the murder, this morning, Wolfgang told me he felt sick.
Sick?
With a stomachache. It hurt so bad he couldn't get out of bed. I was gonna cancel my plans for today, but he convinced me to attend the tournament. So, I left his room right after the morning announcement. And yes, I'm talking about the game tournament. The same one Wolfgang acted all hesitant about attending. Newsflash, I changed his mind after breakfast yesterday.
Good explanation. Just
hold on a
really
sec.
Hold it all up.
That ain't what you told me this morning.
What did Grace tell you?
Wait, what did Grace tell you?
Simply put, she felt like competing. Grace knew I planned to compete as well, so she asked me to be her sparring partner, since you needed one to enter the tournament.
She withheld information.
Aye, that she did. Of course, since I now know Wolfgang's condition at the time, I can't say I blame her.
Can we believe her though?
If someone you cared for was in a vulnerable position, would you go around and admit that in a killing game?
That's very much true.
You would try to protect that person by saying nothing at all.
When you put it that way, man,
that's actually
sounds rough.
I think it's obtuse.
Different perspective. Let's go.
Huh?
Say we assume the best of Grace. She withheld information not to trick anyone, but to protect someone she
But that
cares
means
about.
that she doesn't believe in us, although we have to protect each other as per se Wolfgang, as Wolfgang says.
What then should we make up the glaring contradiction in her testimony?
Wait.
What the hell do you mean, contradiction?
If your bunking partner was too ill to make the short trek to the dining hall, how did he walk all the way to the boiler room?
That's true. That is actually
Good
true.
point. If Wolfgang really were bedridden, he would have stayed in his room.
But the thing is, she got out when he was still in bed, so he could show. So Grace really don't know anything, I guess.
Now that you mention it, to reach the underground floor, wouldn't Wolfgang need to descend like 4 flights of stairs?
I have a note.
It's nothing for a healthy person, but for a guy who's supposedly really
He
sick.
could lie. He could lie that he was sick to told Grace that he won't, so that he won't join. Okay, I'm slowly piecing up all of the evidence. So he told Grace that he was sick, so he wouldn't join the tournament because he got a note from whoever that note writer is. Meet me at 8:15 at the boiler room, so he goes down there and get murdered. Get knocked out first and then left in there. Okay.
It's not my fault it doesn't make sense. It's just what Wolfgang told me.
True.
Yeah. Didn't we decide Grace wasn't the killer anyway?
That's true.
That's not to say she doesn't know more than
That's
she's
not
letting on.
true. Like all of us are still in the category of potential murderer. Like, who knows?
I'm not withholding anything else. Leave me alone.
Wolfgang could lie. Think of that. Oh my God, Wolfgang could lie. Hello. So many people are letting their emotions cloud their judgment. I need to solve this mystery and set things straight. Ah! Non-stop debate. Let's go.
Why don't you tell everyone the truth, Grace?
I've got nothing else to explain. The last I saw Wolfgang, he was in our dorm room.
Okay, hear me out. Secret hallways.
No.
We would have found those by now.
True.
Maybe Wolfgang was carried by the killer.
Maybe.
That, or Wolfgang never told Grace he was sick.
I wouldn't lie about what he said.
This is really confusing.
What if Wolfgang used the elevator in the tree?
Helping.
There's a major discrepancy in Grace's testimony, but is she necessarily at fault for that?
Why don't you tell everyone the truth, Grace?
I've got nothing else to explain. The last I saw Wolfgang, he was in our dorm room.
Okay, hear me.
No.
We would have found those by now. Maybe Wolfgang was carried
by the killer. Oh shit. Ah!
No, that's
Oh my god, I was really confused. Thank god I'm so smart. That's just so satisfying.
It's true Grace's testimony is inconsistent with where we found Wolfgang's body.
But it's
That's
not
Grace's
Grace's fault.
The only person we should be blaming
It's Wolfgang himself.
What the heck? Why are you blaming him?
He's dead.
Simple. Because he lied about being sick.
Ah! I told y'all! I told y'all! Oh my god! Ah! I was correct. I told y'all. I should be a detective. Yes,
seriously?
oh my god.
You can cooperate. Can't you, Toshiko? During the investigation, you told me you saw Wolfgang in the hallways at 8:10 a.m.
That's after I left.
See? Oh my god.
Yes, I remember now. Ingrid. She developed a headache, so I went to the pharmacy to find some medication.
Great, good
The
job.
trip itself went fine, but when I returned to the hallway, I found myself face to face
with Wolfgang.
Oh, the phone! Toshiko actually saw Wolfgang?
Yeah.
We had a
hello?
normal, pleasant exchange. He appeared perfectly healthy and even mentioned going to the tournament. Of course, he never made it.
That was so bad for her. She's
I don't
still
want to
a
be that
child.
guy, but can anyone confirm this?
Ingrid.
I heard them chatting a while in my room. Though I was bedridden like a sitting ghost, I could still make out their voices here and there.
Strange. He told Grace he wouldn't attend the tournament.
Because of the
Then
note. I
said
have the note.
opposite to Toshiko.
Sounds like he was telling fibs to conceal his actual intentions.
Because he
And
was
what's
going,
his true
yeah.
plan supposed
I
to
have
be?
the note. It's simple
To
as
go
that.
to the boiler room. Most likely.
Why? The note.
I'm lost. What business would a guy like him have down there?
It's so easy. Where's the note? Where's the note? Where's the note?
This is it.
Simple as that. Hey.
During the investigation, I found this note tucked away inside Wolfgang's blazer pocket. A lot of it is water damaged. The paper looks like it was ripped from a notebook, and the handwriting was done in ink, but some parts are still legible.
This mentions the boiler room.
Exactly. The fact we found Wolfgang in the boiler room, and this note in his pocket, it can't be a coincidence.
See?
This
Oh my
note
god, I
must be the
told
reason
y'all.
Wolfgang
Oh my
went
god.
That mention of a secret sure is suspicious. I'm willing to bet Wolfie's reason had something to do with it.
Duh.
Agreeing to meet a
Blackmail,
stranger in
probably?
some spooky, dark place? Wolfgang had nerves of steel.
Ulysses, Grace, do you remember Wolfgang getting delivered a weird note?
No. The only time I recall him receiving anything was when Tozu distributed those envelopes.
I don't know anything about a note.
Really? Wolfgang shared nothing with you guys?
Guess he didn't want them to know what it said.
Right. And if Wolfgang wanted to keep this note a secret, he would obviously want to keep the meeting a secret too.
Then the reason he told Grace he felt sick
Is to meet somebody at the boiler room.
Was to remove her from the picture. Yeah. Once she's not in the room, Wolfgang has his opportunity to sneak out and head downstairs. That's also why he encouraged her to attend the tournament.
Didn't this same guy ask us to share our blackmail with each other? Talk about double standards.
Oh my god.
Are we sure he wasn't just trying to protect Grace?
No.
Maybe he knew he was meeting someone dangerous, so he thought it would be safer not to involve her.
Well, he could just stay in the bed and not care about the note.
That does sound like something Wolfgang would do.
Well, in the idiot way, if you want to say he's an idiot, then you can say that. If he want, I give up.
Not to interrupt, but on the subject of blackmail, did Wolfgang ever confront the person he had?
Oh? You don't know whose blackmail he got?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, if you recall what Wolfgang said originally.
For that reason, I implore you all to speak with the person and the Monday. That's the thing.
Regardless of the blackmail's contents, it would be treated as a matter between the recipient and the subject of the blackmail, and no one else. Which makes me wonder, could whether or not Wolfgang confronted his person clue us into what had originally been written on that note?
I'm not picking up what you're putting down.
If that person somehow realized Wolfgang carried their blackmail, but never came forward about it, they could have demanded Wolfgang show it to them, hence the mention of a secret. However, if Wolfgang did confront his person, I don't see why that same person would then send him a threatening note. Not least act coy about information they both know.
If the person being blackmailed wasn't the one who wrote the note, who was?
Obviously, it would be the student with Wolfgang's blackmail.
Me. That's me. Give me a second, let me just rethink of all of the words. Okay. Alright, so regardless of the blackmail's content, it would be treated as a matter of between the recipient and the subject blackmailed, which makes me wonder whether or not Wolfgang confronted the person clueless into revelation or not. No secret, however, Wolfgang did confront this person. I don't see why that same person would send him to
Oh, I knew that.
Yes, the secret in question may actually be a reference to Wolfgang's blackmail, not the senders.
Yes.
Is there any way to figure out whose secret it is?
It's me.
We'd probably need to know whose blackmail Wolfgang had first.
Oh, I've got
true.
just the idea. Yo! Person who Wolfgang had blackmail on! If he gave you your blackmail back, can you say something?
Don't forget the person with Wolfgang's blackmail.
Oh, right. Hey! Person who's got Wolfgang's blackmail! If you're innocent, say something already!
Am I gonna say something? Oh my god. That's the thing. I have his blackmail. That's the thing. I don't know. Although everyone may follow my direction during the trial, since they can't ignore my evidence on my side. Oh my god, do I really have to choose? Do I really have to choose? Either I tell them or not. Really meant blackmail sooner, or maybe he'll think I'm confessing and accused of murdering him. It's not like I wouldn't be able to refute their arguments, but do I really want to subject all myself to that? Does the trajectory of this trial really depend on whether or not
I was hesitant to admit it, since I knew it would put me on the spot. But I'd rather be suspected than be the reason this trial comes to a standstill.
Huh?
Are you confessing? Do you have Wolfgang's blackmail?
Nah, not his.
Oh my god, I was like, nah, not his. He said it so calmly. Nah, not his.
Seriously? Way to be anticlimactic.
Me too.
However, it's thanks to him that I have my own.
Oh.
Your own?
Wolfgang approached me the same day everyone received an envelope. Funnily enough, it happened right after I'd finished speaking with my own person. He and we had a good talk. He gave me his envelope and asked me to take care of it, if you need the proof.
Ah, Wolfgang's envelope had the same signature.
Aye. I held on to the letter for safekeeping. This should have all been said sooner. I realize that. I suppose my pride was stronger than my rectitude. My mistake for stringing everyone along.
I mean, at least you're honest.
Truth. Thanks for letting us know, bud.
Now this is the real moment. Do I tell them that I have Wolfgang's secret note?
To acknowledge one's own misdoings is a most virtuous feat, I believe.
Right.
Very noble.
It's very noble.
Oh my god, I love Ingrid. If I revealed my blackmail right now, would everyone here treat me like the same? Would they just be as forgiving?
I take it our other blackmail person isn't gonna step forward?
If nothing happens, let's just have everyone recite whose blackmail they got one by one.
Huh? You sure that's a good idea?
No one's reciting shit.
It was only a suggestion. Calm your farm.
Even if we knew who had Wolfgang's blackmail, that doesn't necessarily mean they're his killer.
I own his blackmail.
It's annoying they won't speak up, sure. But unlike John, they would actually need to reveal Wolfgang's blackmail to prove they have it. This person might just want to respect Wolfgang's request to keep the blackmail between two people.
That's so smart.
Especially now that he's gone.
Honestly, it's so hard to lie in a situation like this because like you have to make things up. That's really great.
I don't
Crazy.
know. Is it really okay if we never find out?
Well, I know who it is.
Circumstantial evidence alone can't prove something beyond a reasonable doubt. If we want to solve this case, we need indisputable evidence.
Yeah. It's like doing a jigsaw puzzle without the box art to help you.
The cases? Or...
Obviously, the case. The more pieces you connect, the clearer the image you're constructing becomes. The clearer the image, the more you can assume about it. Do you see what I'm saying? Once we know how Wolfgang died, the rest of this case should fall into place.
You certainly talk a lot stranger than you used to. But I think I get it.
Well, I don't want to be the one to start, but we can all agree Wolfgang was stabbed to death, right?
No, we can't agree.
When I was in the boiler room, I saw a knife bobbing around in the water near him. And on the ground, there was blood. Dried blood. On the boiler room floor
But
and
I
on the
don't
hallway
think that's
floor.
how he died because
That's gotta be Wolfgang's blood, right?
all of us checked. Not all of us. Me, Damon checked, and
The
there was
knife
no
was
blood.
bloody, so...
Alright, I'm
Seems like
thinking
a wrong
that
happened
it
to
was
Nolan.
his self. He brought the knife under to the boiler for self-defense, and then when he went to the room, he got like injected, and then he tried to run away, and then he tried to self-defense with the knife, and that's the killer's blood. Oh my god! Am I solving this thing already?
While
Get
poor
away.
Wolfie was minding his own business, he was confronted by the killer, who attacked him and chased him into the boiler room.
That would line up with how we found him.
Killer stopped Wolfgang in the hallway, then followed him into the boiler room. No, that's not what happened. I need to show everyone. Okay. No, wrong one. My apology. F2. I need to. Alright, let me see Ingrid. While Paul Wolfie minding his own business, he was confronted by a killer who attacked him and chased him into the boiler room. That's wrong. The note is wrong. The note will prove that wrong. I hate non-stop debate because it's actually really confusing sometimes for me to think. That's what starts causing Wolfgang's hand. I think it's
Is
gonna
this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
No.
The
He
bloody
got
knife
fried
is
by
way
the
too big of a
electricity.
coincidence.
He got electrocuted. There we
It
go.
was floating in the water right next to him.
Not just that, there's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was probably a sneak attack.
Maybe.
The killer
I have
snuck
no
up on Wolfgang, stabbed him.
No!
That does not dispute the possibility of a confrontation.
That's true. No!
Is this
Fuck!
really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to it. Not just that. There's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway. A confrontation must have happened in this hallway.
Confrontation happened.
Yeah, it was probably a sneak attack. The killer snuck up on Wolfgang, stabbed him from behind.
And the rest is history.
With that knife-wielding villain on his tail,
Knife-wielding.
Wolfgang had no other place to run but the boiler room.
So, the killer entered the boiler room after him, which was when they, you know, ended it.
It all makes sense.
Oh no, I actually have no idea what happened. Whatever story they're trying to spin here is definitely not the truth. I can conclude as much from the crime scene. Fuck!
Is this really how you guys think Wolfgang died?
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to him.
Fuck.
Not just that, there's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened.
No, I have no idea what. I'm really
Is
confused.
this
I have no idea
really
what
how
to
you
do.
guys think Wolfgang
Blood
died?
spots.
The bloody knife is way too big of a coincidence. It was floating in the water right next to him.
Wolfgang neck. Okay, there's no Wolfgang neck.
Not just that, There's blood on the boiler room floor and along the underground hallway.
A confrontation must have happened in those hallways.
Wait, I think it's this one.
Yeah, it was probably. The killer snuck up on Wolf. Behind.
No, that's wrong! Okay, I see. Holy crap. Oh my god, this is absolutely stressful.
Jed,
you talk
a lot about the knife and the bloodstains on the floor.
It's getting so stressful.
But did you ever look at Wolfgang
Himself? No, he has a bruise on his neck. He couldn't been stabbed.
I gave him a glance. Nothing too deep.
I figured. Had you actually taken the time to look at Wolfgang's back, you would have noticed a clear absence of stab
there will
wounds.
be like stab wounds in the back.
In fact,
there's no
none
blood.
of the injuries he sustained were the type to cause severe blood loss. Seriously. We went over the same thing with Cassidy during the mock trial. Couldn't you give Wolfgang the dignity of a proper investigation?
Great job.
Hey, man! It's not like I didn't try! It's just... this stuff doesn't come easy, you know? Nobody wakes up thinking they'll have to solve their buddy's murder later.
Isn't that exactly what you should be worrying about in a killing game?
Not everyone has the stomach for investigating. That's fine. That's why you got people like me to do the heavy lifting.
Yeah, sure,
Since some of
whatever.
us here weren't able to investigate Wolfgang's body, I'll lay out his injuries.
How about me and Eva? Me and her investigate his body very
There were
deeply.
2 marks on the back of his neck.
Bruise and red dot.
His hands were burnt too, so 3 injuries in total.
Okay, those two.
Besides that, I caught nothing else.
Yeah.
Burns, you say?
Burn from the electricity, probably.
my dear Wilson. Can I use the flamethrower?
Oh my god, not that
These didn't
burn.
look like normal burns. Not the sort you'd get from a stove fire.
From the
Or hot
electricity.
iron.
Contradicting my theory outright? Jeez. So this is the thanks I get for vocalizing my thoughts?
Oh my god.
Sorry, lass.
Yes, if I may add on to what John said, the burns actually bore a strong resemblance to what you might see in cases of corona paralysis.
What is that?
Chiaro.
Corona paralysis?
Ooh, now this I know. Coronal paralysis. It's
I
something
told
which
y'all.
happens to lightning strike victims. Getting struck by lightning is like getting kicked by a horse. The impact is so shocking. Some people will lose all feeling in their limbs for a few hours.
I was aware of lightning paralysis, but even I didn't know its official name. That's a nice head you've got on your shoulders.
Lots of people tend to overlook the importance of lightning safety, especially where I'm from. My grandpappy once tried working out in the open during a thunderstorm. Pure luck's the only reason he lived to see the next day.
Sorry to hear that and all, but what does lightning have to do with anything?
Well, if I had to guess, Ulysses, did it look like a big old tree was drawn on Wolfie?
A big old tree. Yes, that's how I would describe the burns on Wolf.
So Wolfgang had lightning strike scars?
Doesn't mean it come from the lightning. It could come from the electricity. What else could be electricity? The generator or whatever.
We're trapped inside a building, though. Lightning can't come from anywhere.
That's true. Are
Could
you?
he not have been struck before the killing game?
No. Oh my god, y'all are so dumb.
Fate is stronger than will, you know. Perhaps a deity decreed the glow of his altruism from their heavenly abode and felt him a threat.
You talk very fancy.
Nay.
Nay.
Those burns
Nay.
were fresh.
Nay. Watch me,
One
Nene.
look was all it took for me to know that. If he had these scars before, we would have noticed them anyway.
But if those marks were recently inflicted, wouldn't it mean Wolfgang somehow
No. Oh my
went
god.
outside?
No.
Not necessarily. This is only something I thought of just now, but the reason Wolfgang sustained burns similar to that of lightning strike victims may be because whatever inflicted his burns was equivalent in damage to a lightning strike.
Yes. Oh my god. Thank
Saying
you.
there's something out here channeling the power
Yes. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Ulysses. Now this is the confusing part. Should I say generator or the cable rod? I'll say that.
This is it.
I told y'all. My brain is
Ulysses,
big.
Since you write everything down, do you have a description of the boiler room in your notebook?
Yes, I do. Why?
Can you read them?
Since some people here never investigated the crime scene, they probably aren't as familiar with the room as we are.
Good.
So, you should read out your description of it.
Sure. The boiler room consists of a small concrete platform surrounded by ankle-deep water. Throughout the room are boxes filled with various garbage, and in the back looks to be a generator, charred beyond belief.
Thank you.
What you just heard is a brief summary of my notes.
Hear that? There's a generator inside the boiler room. Of all the things which could deal similar damage to a lightning strike, doesn't a generator sound the most likely?
Didn't Ulysses say it was destroyed?
At the time of the investigation, sure. But it wasn't always destroyed.
Before the loud, when the loud noise happened, that could be a conslet. I forgot what's the word in English. Goddamn. It could be broken, and then while it's broken, it electrocuted him. And then when the generator's broken, then it's off.
You probably don't
But
remember.
how the room
But back when
turned
we
back
found
on?
the dummy, I mentioned something about the underground floor.
There's some sort of noise, that's where I woke up.
To be more specific, it was the boiler room I woke up inside. I hadn't been alone either.
Ava
was also there.
I woke up first.
I woke up first.
Yeah. She did. Anyway, Ava, you agree the generator was in full working condition when we woke up, right?
Right.
So in the time since you woke up there, the generator was destroyed?
Yes.
It's the only possibility. As for what destroyed the generator, well, it's hard to say for sure. My best guess would probably be...
Don't waste my time.
What? Winona?
Two things. First, destroyed is overly vague. Ulysses explained the state of the generator much better. Charred beyond belief. Second, and more importantly, where's your proof the generator inflicted those burns?
That's good.
What are you talking about? The generator must be involved. It's near where Wolfgang is lying.
That's true.
Being within range of something counts as proof now, does it? Do you also consider happenstance as conclusive evidence?
Winona, you're so...
Funny how the standards shift, if so.
That...
Oh my god! What the hell is this? Rebuto? Ha! You thought you were the only one in interjection animation? Think again. Alright, fast forward, shift, slow down, cycle, blade, swipe? What swipe? Truth blades? Blades? Oh! You thought you were the only one in interjection animation? Alright, cycle, blade, true swipe. Alright, I can see. Okay, here. Sometimes a student will dislike your arguments so much that they will initiate one-on-one debate with you. We'll recall this rebuttal showdown. During rebuttal showdown, your opponent will fling a flurry of remarks at you, and it's your job to counter them. Use was to slice through your opponent's argument naturally. You will slice in the direction of the button pressed. To slice diagonally, simply press Shift key at the same time. Be sure to pay close attention to the shape, size, and position of your opponent's remarks, as these will clue you into what direction you should slice. Oh my god. Every time you strike white text and green side, the green side of the screen will shift left to represent your argument succeeding. Red, green side. Likewise, every time you miss white text and orange side, screen will shift to show that your opponent is winning. If you cut through enough remarks, you will advance to the next stage. If you haven't, you'll retreat. If you're somewhere in the middle, you and your opponent will wrestle for control of crossroad. In order to gain upper hand, you must rapidly left kick. Okay. Now to meat of the duel, to truth blades. Similar to non-subject based, any suspected contradiction will be highlighted in the gold, and hold down right click to slice them apart with truth blades. Of course, don't start slicing the second you see gold, assessing validity of the remark, and check if you have the correct truth blade equipment. And I was like, fuck! Footstep blackout, DJ Blacklaw.
While the generator may look suspicious, consider the time frame we're working with. If the only time you saw the generator in full working condition was on the day of our kidnapping, that gives us a period of almost 4 days, in which the generator might have been destroyed.
What about the blackout? It's impossible for the generator to cause the blackout if it was already broken prior to the tournament.
What about the blackout? The building may very well have lost its power at any point before or after the murder.
Oh fuck.
You only assume it happened during it. Not the smartest argument from a supposed ultimate debater.
No, their blackout is definitely connected to Wolfgang death. There's a certain price of evidence which proves there are the two events correlated.
What about the blackout? The building may very well have lost its power at any point before or after the murder.
I'll cut through those words!
There we go!
When the blackout happened,
Oh my
a
god!
piece of equipment which had been set
This
up
game
for
is
the game
so
show,
stressful, I love it!
Mark's DJ pad. While there was no physical clock inside the dining hall, a digital one has been built into Mark's pad. If you look at what time the digital clock is frozen on, it matches the time of death listed on the tablet. 9:35 a.m.
Well, Mark, is this true?
Yes!
There's no point in me saying anything when someone else has already said it better.
Thank you.
Just answer with a yes or no, will you?
Yes.
In any case, the matching times are too much of a coincidence. The destruction of the generator caused the blackout, and the blackout occurred at the time of the murder. There's no way the destruction of the generator wasn't tied to Wolfgang's death.
What do you suppose happened then?
I'm willing to bet the generator's destruction resulted in the boiler room's water becoming electrified. Since Wolfgang was discovered kneeling in the water, we can reason he was standing in it at the time this happened to him.
Damon, you and I both know that's not true.
Because we tested before that the water is not electricity.
Did you forget?
It's
impossible for the water in the boiler room to play a role in Wolfgang's murder, because it isn't even conductive.
It's not?
After Damon and I woke up in the boiler room, I wanted to investigate the flooded area, so I tested the water. I even redid my test during the investigation, since Damon wasn't sure if he should touch Wolfgang's wet clothes. In both instances, I proved the water was safe to enter. To be honest, neither result really surprised me. Water will only act as a conductor if it makes contact with
the
two
cable
separate
rod.
energy sources.
Oh yeah, the cable rod. Oh my god.
The boiler room's generator is just one source.
If you're standing in the water, one outlet should be...
It's this thing. Is it really the cable rod? What's it called? It's either the taser or this thing. This thing. Cable cord, extension cord.
Speaking from experience, large bodies of water are terrifying conductors during storms. All it takes is one lightning bolt, and the surrounding miles are scorched.
But the generator is a slow, persistent source of electricity. It's not the same as a lightning strike.
That's true.
Electricity is electricity. Doesn't matter how it manifests. The reason you two avoided electrocution is because the generator's exposed wires aren't even touching the water. If they were, you would have been scorched right from the start.
Maybe when the generator was destroyed, some of the wiring fell into the water?
But then it will still keep electrocuting, maybe?
Nah. Even in its current sorry state, the generator's wires are nowhere near the water.
It doesn't make sense for the generator to pose a danger anyway. The point of the killing game is for the students to kill each other, not for the facility to kill the students.
Well, the facility can be used to kill other students.
A feature of the building killing a student would be a meaningless death because you can't attribute a student killer to it.
As for why the generator's been charred, sometimes electrical faults happen. Even my ship's engines have broken under particularly relentless storms. And if an electrical fault caused Wolfgang's death, then his murder is purely on the hosts, ain't it?
Of course! If we were responsible for his death, you lot wouldn't be here discussing it.
That's true. Is this generator really related to this case? No, but the timing of the blackout is too perfect. It can't be a coincidence.
Okay. Since we rolled out the generator,
I'm gonna have to break you
what
guys.
else could have electrocuted Wolfgang?
It mightn't be relevant, but I did see one other thing on the boiler room floor. A toy gun or something.
It's
At
a
least
taser.
that's how it
Explain
came
to
across
yourself,
me.
Desmond, because I need to know.
Not a toy gun.
It's a taser gun.
A taser? I'll shoot electricity!
I'm not sure how the taser fits in with this case, though. It doesn't seem to have been used.
Desmond.
Nope. The taser was definitely used.
Thank you.
How so? I didn't catch any sort
That's
of
the
string
thing. I also
protruding
think
from
about it.
Not all taser guns release a string when fired. Some are completely wireless. For those types, you can tell they've been used if their blast doors are missing. Side note, blast doors are plastic panels which cover the muzzle of a taser. If a shot is fired, they pop clean off. When I was investigating the crime scene, I found the taser gun in one spot and its blast doors in another. Speaks for itself, yeah?
And here I was thinking the yellow bits were just random trash.
Where the heck did a taser gun even come
That's
from?
the thing. I'm really confused.
Last time I checked, there weren't any lying around in the storage closets.
Maybe it belongs to someone here.
Desmond?
Huh?
Just think about it for 1 second. Everyone here has a dorm room which is themed around their talent. Mine's got DJ equipment. Jet's got car batteries. If that's what we have with our talents, what could someone with a dangerous talent have?
Are you talking about, like, knives and stuff?
Nope, Desmond.
What? Is there something on my face?
Oh my god, you're such a dummy.
Forget this. The person I'm talking about is Desmond.
Huh? No way! You think the gun is Desmond's?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Jean, do you know anything about this? As Desmond's roommate, perhaps you spotted something inside his dorm.
Alas, we stayed at my abode. I couldn't tell you if he had weapons.
Talk about suspicious.
Did Desmond agree to bunk in Jean's dorm so Jean wouldn't see the weapons in his?
Listen, I get where you guys are coming from, but that taser gun, it's not mine. I've never seen anything like it.
No, that's a lie.
A lie?
A lie? Is he really the killer? How the hell do I even know that he has the murder? I mean, he has his talent.
A marksman is obviously going to have a taser.
Like I said,
Fuck! Charisma. Is it really his blackmail? Oh!
I got it.
The blackmail tools you gave us. That's my evidence.
You didn't get mine, did you?
No. But the person who did informed me of what it said.
The writing style seems to match. I think it's legit.
That's more than a little suspicious, don't you think? Leaving a bunch of weapons unguarded during a killing game?
That's true.
Don't judge me. This is the first time I'm hearing of it too.
You didn't know there were weapons in your room?
Weapons?
Yep. No idea.
Kinda sus. Is he the murderer?
Our rooms aren't particularly subtle in their theming. Are we supposed to believe yours is any different?
It is themed. I'm not denying that. But I sure as hell didn't catch sight of any weapons. If I did, do you seriously think I'd leave them unguarded and risk being found out?
Yeah. Desmond cares too much about
We
everyone.
could not trust. We don't trust anybody.
He
so
pointed out the broken doorknobs and gave us the idea to bunk together. Why would he hide weapons in his room?
Someone must have gotten the idea to rifle through my dorm because of my talent, and found the taser gun hidden inside. There's no other way to explain it.
So while Desmond gets a bunch of guns, all I get is an old game console and a dead controller.
Take the bad with the good, dear people. No one fears game consoles. Well, no one besides parents and the religiously inclined.
Enough talking about consoles. Why are you guys believing Desmond so easily?
Drama.
If the taser gun belongs to him, then he's the killer. Any argument he makes against it is just a flimsy excuse.
Wait, where was he at? Was he with Eloise? I think he was with Eloise, right? Yeah. That's not true because he was with Eloise if I'm not wrong. Blackout, 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 blackout. Let me check blackout. No shot. Eloise, Winona, and Ulysses. Blackout. That goes. Wait. Oh yeah, Desmond.
The taser gun came from his room.
I had no idea the gun even existed. I was barely in my dorm to begin with.
No, I'm just.
Because you wanted to draw attention away from your weapons hoard.
But
If this is about avoiding suspicion, why did Desmond say the taser gun was fired? I don't think a killer would draw attention to their own murder weapon.
I was with Desmond.
That's true. Fuck! I missed! No! Fuck! I missed. Desmond is innocent. Oh my god, you are dumb.
I had no idea the gun even existed. I was barely in my door to begin with. Because you wanted to draw attention away from your weapons hoard.
Eloise, I feel so bad for her.
Why did Desmond say the taser gun was fired? I don't think the killer would draw attention to their own murder weapon.
Thank you. Agreed! Thank you, Eloise, for speaking out.
Regardless of whether or not Desmond knew about the gun, he definitely wasn't involved in the murder.
That's true.
Eloise can back me up on this.
Right. Desmond and I, we were together in the courtyard at the time of Wolfgang's death.
I see. Then both of you can be ruled out as suspects.
Don't just take her word for it. She could be covering for Desmond.
Jeez, if you have a bone to pick with these guys, at least save it for when we're not solving a murder.
Yeah. Why don't you want to believe Eloise?
Ever since the investigation, these two yuppies have been on my case non-stop. They're obviously working together.
Not gonna lie, I see where Grace is coming from.
Maybe.
When Eloise tried to single her out earlier, Desmond was pretty quick to jump in and agree.
Wait, why me? Wait, no, it's him. Yeah.
Even so, since the topic has been brought up, I would like to mention something. During my trip to the pharmacy, I believe I saw Desmond and Eloise in the courtyard together.
Yes.
You also said you were back in the hallways around 8-10 a.m., didn't you? That means those two were wandering around unsupervised. Either one of them could have left the courtyard.
If Desmond was the killer, what would Eloise gain from defending him?
That's true.
Should the wrong vote be cast, nothing about the rules suggests an accomplice of the killer would be exempt from execution.
That's true.
That's right. And even if she was exempt, Eloise is too nice to be an accomplice to murder.
Grace, I realize Desmond's irked you, but that's no reason to keep steering everyone down a dead end. Let's move on.
Let's move on. I have no idea who's the killer.
A person who's always steering others down a dead end, huh? I guess they needed a GPS.
Oh my god! Bad jokes.
Anyway, we should totally thank Desmond for clearing things up now. Not only do we know he's not the killer, now we know how the killer got their hands on the taser.
Now we know how...
What?
What?
Someone must have gotten the idea to rifle through my dorm because of my talent, and found the taser gun hidden inside.
Yup.
I love that
is
voice.
Word for word what
I
Desmond
love
said.
Kaz the Amber voice actor.
Right. Good memory.
All in a day's work, baby!
Can you repeat that quote, Cassidy?
Again?
Yeah, but I want you to say it again.
Alright. Someone must have gotten the idea to rifle through my dorm because of my talent and found the taser gun hidden inside.
Is there something on your mind?
If Desmond's testimony is anything to go by, wouldn't this mean the culprit has to be male?
Wait, why?
What?
Why?
If I remember correctly, all the guys were aware of each other's pairings.
That's true.
With that sort of knowledge, a male student could try and infiltrate another male student's dorm.
None of us knew which room we'd be bunking in.
It only takes a quick peek to check if someone's inside or not. Anyone could have done that.
And who's to say the thief didn't barge in before we started bunking?
Or while people were having breakfast.
Maybe.
Seems there was a mountain of opportunities for our culprit to sneak in unnoticed. Doesn't exactly help us narrow things down, does it?
Well, guess this taser gun was a bust.
Look on the bright side. If it's been fired, then it's probably what electrocuted Wolfie.
Maybe?
If trying to suss out who stole it isn't feasible, why don't we
think about other
talk
things.
about Wolfie's other injuries instead?
Good,
you know,
good,
the
good.
ones that weren't burn marks? Those seem like they could lead us somewhere.
Yeah. Besides the burns on his hands, Wolfgang also had a bruise and a tiny red dot on the back of his neck.
A bruise and a tiny dot, huh? Wanna try tackling them in alphabetical order?
Alphabetical order? Now, aren't you full of smart ideas?
No need to thank me. It's only common sense.
It's only common sense.
Okay, let's discuss the bruise first.
Oh my god, I hate non-stop debates so much. Look at hands, neck, knife, skill, rolling pin.
I think it's safe to say the killer didn't use a flamethrower.
Duh. I think skill rolling pin, maybe?
Maybe Wolfgang got into a fight? Someone might have attacked him and aimed for his neck.
If you can even reach that high.
Either way, something must have hit him.
What if Wolfie fell over? How spindly he is, one tiny misstep could leave the poor fella bruised for days.
Skinny guys bruise easily, eh?
No, thank you.
Alright, so there's so many things I can shoot, but the thing is I have very limited health.
I think it's safe to say.
Great. Alright. So I think I'm gonna go retry.
If you can reach that high. Either way.
Something. I got it.
Hey, Kai and Damon. I'm getting the hang of this game.
Something did hit Wolfgang.
Really? Man. And I was only blurting out the first thing which came to mind. Anyway, from how you're wording things, do you know what that something is?
A rolling pin.
Eh?
Wolfgang was hit with a rolling pin.
How on earth did you reach that conclusion?
Ava and I found this pin inside storage closet A, which is just a few feet from the crime scene. Coincidentally, the pin also has a dent.
You sure that's enough to say it's involved? Could just be a flimsy pin.
No. There's something else which solidifies this pin's role in the murder. Handprints. 2 of them on the edge of the pin.
So the killer used a rolling pin to attack Wolfgang?
It certainly explains the bruising on his neck.
They must have wanted him to be unconscious so he wouldn't fight back.
True. Can you see my recording? I'm still recording, baby.
Exactly. It would be easier to drag him into the water if he's not awake.
You reckon the killer purposely put Wolfie in the water?
But then where's there a dot here? And also there's the smell of cereal and alcohol.
Damn! With one electrified blow, Wolfgang is zapped to bits with the taser! Since he's lying in the water, he's definitely a goner.
Considering the logical ethos of the killer's rectitude, especially when governed under constricting pressure,
my God.
leaving him catatonic would be the most facile solution.
I guess it makes sense.
taser, what was the next killer move? If I figure out anything, step closer. Wait! Shot first. Search closer again to my footstep.
So let me get this straight. The killer knocked out Wolfgang with a rolling pin, and then chucked the pin into closet A?
When exactly did they discard the pin?
That's true.
They couldn't have done it when Eva and I were already downstairs, because the two of us went inside closet A.
Why were you inside the closet?
To find the backup generator, remember? Jed and I checked closet B. Damon and Kai checked closet C.
I think no.
Eva and Grace checked closet A. And Jean and Mark checked closet D.
The killer just discarded the pin.
This is really confusing. Footstep. I think I'm fucked in this moment.
Before we came downstairs.
Yeah, I think Mark's right. 'Cause the killer could run upstairs and go back to their room immediately after discarding the pin.
This is really hard. I think I'm fucked. Just because the killer placed the pin earlier doesn't mean they left before we arrived.
So let me get this straight. The killer knocked out Wolfgang with a rolling pin, and then chucked the pin into closet A?
When exactly did they discard the pin?
They couldn't have done it when Eva and I were already downstairs.
No! Fuck!
Sorry.
Oh my god, I think I'm dead. I think I'm
So
gonna
let me
lose
get
this
this
game.
straight. The killer knocked out Wolfgang with a rolling pin, and then chucked the pin into closet A?
When exactly did they discard the pin?
Give me a second. Search closet. Search closet. Search closet. Search closet. Search closet. Search closet. Is it really
They couldn't have done it when Eva and I were
downstairs.
No, I'm dumb. I have no
Sorry.
idea. I am
So
gonna
let me
lose
get
this
this
game.
straight.
Fuck, I have no idea. My brain's actually not working.
And then check the pin into closet A. When exactly did they discard the pin? They couldn't have done it when Eva and I were already downstairs, because the two of us went inside closet A. Why were you inside the closet? To find the backup generator, remember? And then I checked closet B. Damon and Kai checked closet C. Eva and Grace checked closet A. And Jean and Mark checked closet D. The killer just discarded the pin before we came downstairs.
What?
Leave me out of this.
Oh
So let me
fuck,
get
I
this
think I'm gonna
straight.
lose this part. I'd give up.
The killer knocked out Wolfgang with a rolling pin, and then chucked the pin into closet A?
When exactly did they discard the pin?
I think I'm gonna lose. Fuck! If I lose, I'm gonna end it. If I lose, I'm gonna end this video. I'm not gonna lie.
Pin. Before
Oh, I think I'm gonna lose it. Oh my god, how about I check? How about I check? I give up. I'm gonna check on. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not gonna lose. I don't wanna lose. I have 3 lives left. I'll just check the trial because I am actually really confused. Help me. Oh my god. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. If I wrong pin, okay, this is the part. Okay, give me a second. What's on the way? Footstep. I think it's the footstep, right? Okay, how the hell does that even make sense?
So let me get this straight.
I found it. Never mind.
The killer knocked out Wolfgang with a rolling pin.
A minute left. Alright, so it's that part, right? Yeah, it's that part. I have no idea. I just wasted so many lives. Alright.
The killer just discarded the pin before we came downstairs. Yeah, I think that's right.
Because the killer could run upstairs and go back to their room immediately.
How does that even work? I don't even understand the footstep. I don't understand that part. I actually don't understand.
Diana,
There's
proof the killer fled the underground hallway at a
because
later
the
time.
Footstep. There we go.
When the tournament attendees were looking for a backup generator, Kai and I heard someone run past our room.
Huh?
Oh man, that's
right.
We were just exploring the closet when all of a sudden we heard footsteps in the hallway. That's when Damon decided he was gonna follow where the footsteps came from and entered the boiler room.
Did anyone else hear these footsteps?
I have no idea.
Nope. Not ringing any bells.
Yeah, Jen and me didn't really hear it over all our talking.
I heard the footsteps.
Huh? You did?
Well, I initially thought it was my imagination, so I never said anything.
Ashamed to say, I also brushed off the footsteps. Thought I was hearing things. However, since other people can attest to hearing them...
Then someone else was on the underground floor with us.
Before anyone tries to bring it up, none of the tournament attendees could have been the person running. Since everyone explored the closets in pairs, they all have solid alibis.
I'm sure we can all vouch for that, aye?
Everyone was still in their closets after Damon and I found Wolfgang. So,
considering the footsteps were moving away from the crime scene, I think it's safe to say they belong to the killer.
Wouldn't that mean the killer fled while you guys were exploring the rooms?
Maybe.
Hold up! So the killer had been right next to us?
Doy, that's a given.
huh? How are you so calm after hearing that? The only thing which stood between us and a murderer was a door. What if they
We have
attacked
each other,
us?
hello.
Well, they did it, so I don't see what the problem is.
Sheesh, you're weird.
Why not run away earlier, though? Fleeing while everyone is searching seems really risky.
Maybe it was a miscalculation?
It's not impossible, I guess.
If not that, then maybe the killer returned to the boiler room after discarding the pin?
Sounds pretty meat-headed if you ask me.
Yes, you'd think a killer would use that moment to run away.
For the two who heard the footsteps, describe the sound.
It was kinda... socky. As in, it sounded pretty soft. Like the person had taken off their shoes.
Saki, huh?
Saki.
Seems this killer was purposefully trying to keep quiet.
Because their footsteps were soft?
That seems like a leap in logic.
No, I get what she's saying. Everyone here has socks on, I'm pretty sure. So any one of us could have run down the hallway.
That's true.
The thing with shoes is, not everyone here has the same kind. If the killer had worn theirs, we might have been able to figure out their footwear from the sound it made on the floor. Then we just have to single out the person with that footwear. Man, it would have been so easy to find the killer.
We already can find the killer, though.
Wait, what?
What?
Oi, are you pulling our leg?
I'm completely serious. Picture a map of the building complex in your head. The building with the dorms is on the left, the courtyard is in the middle, and the building... Now, try and pin everyone's locations during Wolfgang's murder. Once you do that, the identity of the killer will definitely become clear.
Is the killer someone whose position we can't place?
No, it's not about position.
Eh?
Wolfgang's killer can easily lie about their location during the murder. The only thing distinguishing their testimony from everyone else's is that theirs can't be corroborated.
Wait! What? Is it? Well, no, it's with Ulysses. Who's with us? Ingrid, right? Ingrid. Wolfgang. Wait, is it really her?
It has to be you!
Diana, it's you, isn't it?
No fucking way it's her. No fucking way. I don't believe her.
Her? The makeup girl?
She's the only one here without an alibi. Those of us who attended the tournament can obviously be ruled out. And as for those who didn't, Desmond and Eloise were in the courtyard. Toshiko and Ingrid were in the same dorm room.
What about Winona? She never mentioned an
She was
alibi.
with Ulysses.
Give me a break.
Winona and I were in the building with the tree all morning. In fact, yes, Desmond and Eloise should have witnessed us walking over there.
Yeah, that's true.
In that case,
Oh my god.
Diana really is the only one without an alibi.
No fucking way.
Guys, if she's the person who fled the boiler room, those footsteps we heard make a lot more sense. Heels make a pretty loud clop sound on hard floors, and the underground hallway's floor is pretty hard. Diana would obviously want to take them off. Also, heels aren't comfy to run in.
Whoa! I didn't even think of it
No
like
fucking
that.
way Diana's the murderer.
You're totally right, though. Since Diana's the only one here with heels, she would have to take them off.
Guys, what are you talking about? Me? A killer? Do you really think I could be a killer?
No way she killed.
The fact you weren't at the tournament is incriminating enough.
Not just that. Everyone but you has an alibi.
But I do have an alibi. Right, Ava?
Huh?
You woke up with me this morning, and you never saw me leave my dorm.
During the brief amount of time we were together, I never saw you leave. What you did after I left for the game tournament, however, is anyone's guess.
Ava wanted to help me and Cash set up the tournament, so we told her to swing by early.
For that reason, I left Diana's dorm at 8:05 a.m. I know the exact time since her room has a clock. I probably entered the dining hall around 8:10 a.m.-ish.
So much for an alibi, then.
Diana, don't tell me.
Holy smokes, it's all falling into place!
Are we sure there hasn't been some sort of misunderstanding?
It's not possible. Diana can't be the killer. No! I refuse to believe it!
Toshiko. Some people here aren't willing to face the facts. That's not my problem. I'll make them face the facts. Whether they like it or not, soon nobody will be able to deny Diana killed Wolfgang? Fuck, non-stop debate more? Oh shit. I don't know.
If it was Diana inside that boiler room, could she be the one who left the blood trail? Because if so, that might be her blood on the knife too.
Diana's Blood? Are you saying she wounded herself?
Wounded herself? What makes you think that?
I don't know! Why else would the killer's blood be on their own weapon?
Did we not already agree? The killer was wielding a rolling pin?
Well, maybe they had both. The rolling pin in one hand, and the knife in the other.
Dual wielding weapon?
I have no idea. The person's point is clearly impossible. They should realize as much as that. I'm gonna look at it because I have no idea. I'm not gonna fuck things up more. Give me a second. I'm looking it up. I'm just sorry. I'm so sorry. Still rolling pin. Okay. How is it still rolling pin?
If it was Diana inside that boiler room, could she?
Wounded herself?
How is that even possible? I don't even understand that. This is actually really hard.
Why else was blood?
Oh fuck. Yes. How the hell does that make sense? I don't understand that part. He's holding. She's holding the weapon.
No. The killer was only holding the rolling pin during their confrontation with Wolfgang. You can tell just from looking at the pin. There are two handprints wrapped around the edge, as if the killer had been holding the pin like a tennis racket. Which makes sense, because you can swing with more force if you use both hands. And that's what a killer wants when trying to knock out a group.
Then, who held the knife?
Wolfgang himself, because he was trying to defend himself.
It wasn't the killer, so it was most likely the only other person in the boiler room. Wolfgang Akire.
Makes sense. I think I already said that. I'm so smart.
What the hell are you talking about?
I knew it.
Wolfgang,
I already
carrying
knew
a
it.
dangerous weapon? Bullshit!
Well, for self-defense, hello?
If you were in his situation, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Wolfgang received an anonymous message asking him to meet in a basement.
Oh my god. My word is coming true. Holy shit.
At that point, it doesn't matter how much of an optimist he is. You know better than to come unarmed.
A knife isn't super hard to find, either. Wolfgang probably just stole one from the kitchen.
Besides, if Diana is the one who got stabbed, it would explain the blood trail. Think about it. She arms herself with the rolling pin and attacks Wolfgang, getting hurt by him in the process. For some reason, possibly because of the blackout, she doesn't clean the blood trail she's leaving, and returns to her dorm room after.
No! That's wrong!
Huh?
I wasn't stabbed. If I was stabbed, then I'd have an injury. But there's nothing, right? There's nothing on me.
Depends. If a vein got nipped, you'd be seeing blood no matter the size of the cut. Of course, that also means a small cut will need bandaging, which I'm not seeing on you.
That's true.
You may not see any injuries on Diana, but that doesn't mean they aren't there.
Makeup. Oh my god. They can hide it with makeup. No way, Diana's the actual murderer here.
She could simply hide her injuries from view. After all, someone like her has exactly what it takes.
Makeup. Her talent. Diana's talent.
I got it. Talent. As the ultimate cosmetologist,
no fucking
Diana
way
can
she's the
easily cover
actual
her
murderer.
wounds.
It makes sense. With the right equipment, she could probably disguise even a bandaged wound.
As Diana's bunking partner, I've seen firsthand how many different cosmetics are inside her room. So unfortunately, I have to agree.
Well, Diana, did I get anything wrong?
No. No. But
Wait,
what?
Diana, did you just say no? As in, No, you're not wrong that I covered up my wounds. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. You guys know what this means, right, guys?
Diana just?
Diana basically just confessed!
A confession? Are you for real?
It makes sense, though.
Ooh, Kaya picking up on the little things. Kai.
Diana
oh
got wounded, which proves she got in a fight with Wolfgang, which means all that stuff about Wolfgang going to the boiler room.
I see. I see, Diana. She lured Wolfgang to the boiler room by writing him that note. And when he arrived, she attacked him and killed him. And
no
now
fucking way.
She's been lying this entire trial, hoping we would never suspect her.
Diana,
It wasn't me. I promise. It wasn't me.
To think she could preach about friendship after committing a violent crime.
And then try and sentence the rest of us to punishment.
Golly, you're right. If we voted for the wrong person...
That's so...
No fucking way it's actually Diana.
Seriously,
I don't believe that.
What the hell is your damage?
I don't believe that.
Can we at least hear Diana's side of the story?
Her side?
Well, you know, I just think it's fair we listen.
What does it matter what she says? Look at the evidence. This case, it's closed. We know who the killer is. If you really want to ask for Diana's side of the story, then do it after the vote. No. No, no!
That's right, we have to vote for the killer. Diana, I've proven beyond a reasonable doubt that she's the killer. Proven it beyond a reasonable doubt, so...
No. No. No.
Is she actually the killer? What is it that when I hear her cry it gets strange nagging feeling in my chest? Why does a tiny part of me want to believe that the things she's saying? Why all of a sudden? Do I doubt myself? No! Another one! Suspicion note, Grace testimony, Toshiko fetch quest taser gun?
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room. Once he got there, she killed him immediately.
Then she fled the crime scene, hoping the rest of us would never learn the truth.
How could you, Diana? Poor Wolfie was only trying to keep us together.
But I would never murder Wolfgang.
If you don't have an alibi, then you obviously did.
But I wanted to believe so
Give me a second.
badly that you were innocent. Why didn't I see you for who you were?
If this goes on any longer, I'm gonna be sick.
What are we waiting for then? Let's get this over with and vote!
I'm just gonna look it up because I don't want to fuck things up more. We don't have an alibi. Okay, come on. What? Once you got there, she killed her immediately. No, that's... Alright.
Diana was the one who lured Wolfgang to the boiler room. She killed him
No, that's wrong!
Yeah, she won't kill her immediately because...
Hold on.
Grace,
you're overlooking a crucial detail. Do you recall the note I found in Wolfgang's blazer pocket?
8:15 p.m. a.m.
It asked him to meet in the boiler room at 8:15 a.m. But, according to the
An
Tozy
hour
tablet,
later at 9:35.
that means Wolfgang didn't die right after he got to the boiler room.
What's your point?
My point is that the killer had no reason to lure Wolfgang to the boiler room and then wait over an hour to kill him. There's no guarantee another person won't enter the room during that time. It's in the killer's best interest to be in and out of there as fast as possible. When we originally discussed the note, we lacked the context to properly understand this time discrepancy. But if we go with your idea that Diana killed Wolfgang immediately, then that discrepancy becomes all too clear.
How do you know Wolfgang didn't just arrive late?
Why?
He was already on his way when I ran into him at 8:10 a.m.
Same goes for the killer. I doubt Wolfgang would stay in the boiler room for long if no one came to meet him. For that reason, we can assume Wolfgang was knocked unconscious soon after he arrived. But there's such a long period of time between him being knocked out and him being killed. Unless you want to tell me he and Diana were in an hour-long struggle, then I'm sure there's more to the mystery here.
Oh my god.
Shut the fuck up! What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't you see this is a trick? All of Diana's blubbering and crying is just a farce to make us think she's innocent.
I wouldn't fall for a farce like that. My only concern is the evidence not adding up.
If you're still not convinced Diana is the killer, then let me show you something you overlooked. I call it undeniable fucking proof!
Okay, let's go. Okay, reveal, showdown. Suspicious note, strange closet room, doorknob.
I don't give a damn what Diana says! Not only is she the one person without an alibi, the blood from her wounds places her inside the exact same room where Wolfgang died. How can the killer be anyone but her?
Grace seems to think that she knows more, but if it were true, then she would have decided to blind her.
I don't give a damn what Diana said. The one person without an alibi, the blood from her wounds places her inside the exact same room where Wolfgang died.
Oh fuck! No!
How can the killer be anyone but her?
Oh my god! Okay, success, thank you. Advance.
If Diana lured Wolfgang downstairs, why would she take over an hour to kill him?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Not when there's a risk of someone else entering the boiler room.
What risk? Diana wouldn't have to worry about anyone walking in because she could just lock the door.
Oh! Fuck!
Look at that. No intruders.
Alright.
Now take your argument and shove it up your ass.
I know what to do. Oh my god, well. Alright, I think I know what to do. Grace seems okay. Alright, I think I know.
What risk? Diana wouldn't have to worry about anyone walking in because she could just lock the fucking door.
I'll cut through those
Yes!
words.
Ah!
The boiler room door can't be relied upon here. If Diana locked it, she would be trapping herself inside the boiler room.
Because the lock is on the outside.
What?
The doorknob has been flipped so that the keyhole faces inside.
I mean the inside.
Well, the lock
The lock
faces
face
outside.
Yeah, that was correct.
Had you investigated the crime scene more closely, you might have realized this detail sooner. In any case, locking the door would lock everyone inside the room. If Diana was the killer, she'd be better off leaving the door open.
How the heck do you even flip a doorknob? Sounds like something only a tradesperson could do.
Meh. You really think so? Swapping a doorknob is easy. Well, last time I did anything like it was a while ago, but everyone here knows knobs are screwable, right? If you get a screwdriver and know what you're doing, you can rotate the doorknob quick smart.
If you can swap a doorknob, then I guess anyone can.
Right on. Wait, are you saying that like it's a bad thing, or?
Oh my god.
Is that why Diana remained in the boiler room after Wolfgang died? She had been locked inside?
What do you make of the footsteps then? If they were Diana's, it would imply she escaped the boiler room. How do you suppose she did that?
The keyhole faces inside while the lock faces outside. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! I have no idea actually. What is it? Oh, hairpin.
This is
Oh my god. I was searching it up, but I was thinking
Near
about
the boiler room door,
yeah.
I discovered a thin piece of metal. At first glance, it didn't look important. But if you were to fold it in half,
It can be a lockpick.
theoretically, it would look like a hairpin.
I told y'all.
She used the classic maneuver.
Diana probably had this hairpin inside her makeup bag. So, she used it to fiddle with the lock until it eventually came undone. Which, judging by the timing of her footsteps, happened late into the blackout.
Messing with a lock in pitch blackness. Whew. Now that would be impossible for me.
Right. Even if Diana did access light, like through the Tozu trinket, undoing the lock would still be difficult.
Yeah.
Way too difficult of a situation to deliberately put herself in.
What? There can only be one thing. Hello. I'm gonna look it up because I'm not in the mood of thinking. Give me a second. Let me think. Someone locked the door. Someone else blocked the door. I think someone locked the door. Yeah, I was correct. Someone locked the door.
I got it.
I'm so scared, okay, because I have 3 more lives. I'm not
Someone
gonna
else
risk
must
them.
have locked the door.
What?
If we go with our current train of thought, the doorknob was rearranged so you could only lock it from the outside. It doesn't make sense for Diana to rearrange the lock, enter the room, and deliberately trap herself inside, which means someone else must have locked the door. I know this doesn't necessarily clear Diana's suspicion, but it's strange enough to warrant further investigation.
I'd rather resolve this thread before we move on to voting.
3 minutes. Oh my fucking god, this is so long.
Agreed. We could easily miss something important if we turn our noses away.
So, why did this mystery person close the door in the first place?
What if they saw the scuffle between Wolfie and Diana and closed the door to protect themselves?
Instead of seeking help? Or trying to stop the scuffle?
You say that like closing the door isn't exactly what you would do.
What kind of asshole do you take me for?
Any chance they locked it to prevent Diana from escaping?
And somehow unscrewed the doorknob without drawing attention to themselves?
Didn't you hear him? He's talking about the door being locked, not the door not being unscrewed.
Unless 2 entirely different people just so happen to interfere with the boiler room at 2 entirely separate intervals. The one who locked the door is most likely the one who flipped it, yes?
Yes.
Then you should be wondering the same thing. How did they unscrew the doorknob without catching anyone's attention?
Yeah, doesn't sound possible.
Not in the moment, it isn't. But what if the doorknob had been swapped beforehand? Say this person knew Wolfgang and Diana were coming to the boiler room. They could have swapped the knob in advance, waited for Diana and Wolfgang to enter, and then closed and locked the door.
So the flipping of the doorknob was premeditated?
With what we currently know, I'd wager it's our safest assumption. At least until we hear Diana's side of the story.
Here we go.
Diana, since you were the last person with Wolfgang, your testimony could be our most valuable piece of evidence yet. You need to tell me what happened. If not for me, or for you, then at the very least, do it for Wolfgang's sake.
I'm sorry.
Did she actually murder him?
Really?
Did she really murder him?
I wanted to help. I wanted to make everything okay.
No way she actually murdered him.
But all I could do was be useless. All I could do was watch him die.
Wait, watch him die?
It's all my fault. All my fault. For
Wait.
doing the wrong thing.
So is this
No,
a confession, or...?
No!
Huh?
I didn't kill Wolfgang. And I don't know who did. But I still failed him as a friend. I failed him then. And I failed him here. But if I told the truth, things would be worse than they already are. But now that I've said nothing...
Diana, watch Wolfgang die?
It's okay, sweetheart. Come on now, take deep breaths.
Yeah, we'll believe you no matter what you say.
Such weird. It's looking like Diana might actually be innocent. It's looking like that, but the nagging feeling on my chest still hasn't gone away. Damn it, why am I doing? Because of one girl, I've been doubting myself and jumping from one garment to another? If I can't piece together my own thoughts, how can I possibly piece together this case? I need to get grip of myself. I need to keep sight of myself and the goal of this killer. Whatever is thrown at me next, I need to preserve. Because if I don't, if I really ever is for I won't leave this place alive. Oh my god. Non-stop debate.
Has all this murder hubbub left your head in a tizzy? Perhaps you need a short break. Something to lighten the mood and let you collect yourself. Something like a nice cup of tea.
I like a cup of tea.
Welcome, one and all, to the first
Can I take a break? Oh my god, I can take a break. Should I end it here? I might end it here. Yeah, I might end it here. At least I save. I'm just gonna see him first.
If you have now, a question from me to you. What are sheep good at, if anything? Most humans, and some sheep, tend to respond with a resounding, absolutely nothing. Sheep cannot create art or invent medicine.
Alright, I think that's all.
Limited speech
That's
and
all for
quadrupedal
today.
locomotion prevents them from reaching the heights of
Excuse
humans.
me.
Thank
you. So, that is all for me today. I've already saved that. Yeah, I've already saved. So, I hope that actually saved my progress, and I want to say thank you so much to whoever watching this until the current situation. I want to say thank you so much for whoever you are watching me debate and watching me fight for our life. I'm so sorry if I suck at this game, because I actually am really confused. I'm really bad. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to say thank you so much for watching this video, and click like, subscribe. I hope you're healthy, you're rich, you're famous, and all the good things happen to you. And I'll see you another day. Bye bye. Bye bye.